Hello, mathematicians. Today we will be evaluating perfect squares and perfect cubes. Let's start by making perfect squares. Here are the first 12 natural numbers, and I want to square them. To square 1, I pretend that I have a square and the sides are 1. So 1 times 1 gives me the area of the square, and the area of the square is 1. So 1 squared is 1. If I do the same with 2, 2 squared, or 2 times 2, is 4. So 2 squared is 4. The same thing with 3 gives me 9. So I have 3 squared is 9. Find all of the other perfect squares all the way to 12. Please pause the video while you do so. The next section, we are going to be square rooting perfect squares. So our first 12 perfect squares are square root 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100, 121, and 144. This is where you should check your work on the previous section. So we are going to be doing the opposite of what we did before. Now we have a perfect square and the area is 1. And we want to know what the sides were. Well, we know if a square has an area of 1, the sides must be 1. Because 1 times 1 is the only thing that equals 1. So the square root of 1 is 1. Let's do the same with 4. So I have a perfect square with 4. What multiplies to equal 4 that could be the sides of our square? They have to be the same because it's a square. And 2 is the only thing that multiplies to equal 4 where the sides would be the same. So the square root of 4 is 2. If we do the same with 9, we get 3. Finish filling out the perfect square roots. Please pause while you do so. The next section is making perfect cubes. So here are the first 12 natural numbers, and we are going to cube all of them this time. So it's kind of like squaring, but squaring was 2-dimensional, and now we are 3-dimensional. So now we're pretending we have a cube and all of the sides are 1. So to find the volume of a cube, we would multiply 1 times 1 times 1, and that would give us 1. So the volume is 1, which also means 1 cubed, or 1 to the 3rd power, is 1. Let's do the same with 2. So all the sides are 2. So 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So 2 cubed, or 2 to the 3rd power, is 8. If we do the same with 3, we get 27, because 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. I know you're tempted to cheat and not actually figure out what the rest of these are, because you know they're on the next page. But I am going to ask you not to do that, and to use your phone or a calculator to figure out what they are so you can practice, because I am not going to provide you with the list when you're taking a test. You're going to have to figure them out on your own, and I want you to practice. So please pause and figure out the rest of these before you go to the next screen. We are going to be cube rooting perfect squares next. You knew it was coming. So here are all the perfect cubes. 1, 8, 27, 81, 125, 216, 343, 512, 729, 1000, 1331, and 1728. You really only need to know the first 5. I'm not really going to test you on the bigger ones, but it's still important for you to recognize what they are. So if our volume is 1 and we want to know what the sides were, knowing that it's a cube and the sides have to be the same, we know that the only thing that works is 1. Because 1 times 1 times 1 is the only thing that will multiply and give us 1. We do the same with 8. And 2 times 2 times 2 is the only thing that will multiply with the same number 3 times to give us 8. And 27 we know is 3. Please finish filling this out and be ready tomorrow. Thank you for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow.